On today's show, we're going to get our first look at the Easy Mat from TH3D Studios. Stick around. Hey, welcome to The First Layer. My name's Richard Cleveland. I'm your host here every Wednesday and live stream Saturday night. I'm so glad you could join me today because today we've got something really kind of cool to talk about and we're going to jump into it right away. But first, if this is your first time here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell so you get notified every time that we do a brand new episode. And go ahead and leave a comment or a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you like. Try and read everything. If I'm not reading it, somebody else is. And then it comes to me anyway. So on today's show, we are going to have our first look at the Easy Mat from TH3D Studios. Now, this is not a sponsored episode. I want to make sure that everybody is aware of that. Tim reached out to me from TH3D Studios and asked me if I'd like to try one of their Easy Mats for one of the Ender 3s that I have, and I just happen to have one of mine right here. Now, this particular one is brand spanking new. It's never even had filament in it until now. I did put some filament in, and we'll talk about this on another episode, but I actually loaded it up today with some color fab. This was sent to me by our friends over at filaments.ca. This is Color Fab Black PLA Semi Matte. So we're going to try that today. Try something new, why not? And we're going to go ahead and get this Easy Mat on. Now, when this came to me, it came to me in 3 parts. So I've got a piece of PEI, I have the mat, and then it also has... Put that out of the way. It also has a magnet on the back. Now, we're not going to make use of the magnet today because we already have a magnet on here. So we're just going to pull off the old bed and just toss that aside for now. But the Easy Mat is a spring steel mat. We'll just take that. The one thing let's just back up here a little bit. This particular piece of magnet is a little thicker than the ones that you get on your Ender 3. So they are going to stick better. They're going to have more magnetism, I guess, to the mat. And this is the flex plate. I'm sorry, I've been calling it the Easy Mat. This is their Easy Flex plate system. I don't believe it comes with the PEI already on there, so we're going to put some PEI on it today, and this is the PEI that they sent out to us. One of the things that you want to do is you want to take some alcohol before you get started and make sure you got all the grease off your hands, and go ahead and give it a wipe down with some alcohol, let it dry. Then you're going to take your mat and you're going to find a corner that you can peel back. Now, you can get PEI through TH3D Studios. I'm going to leave a link down below where you can find this. This is the only thing that I think so far to me is kind of a downside. And no offense to Tim over at TH3D, but I think that he might be better served if he went ahead and just applied the mat prior to sending them out. So putting on the mat is pretty easy. Let's see if we can't get another better camera angle for you guys. Let's just move over to this camera. Well, let's go to that camera right there. So we've got the over-the-shoulder cam. It's a little dark. I apologize. I'm going to cut to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this PEI and we're going to lay it down. We're going to find the edge. And there we are. We're as close to government work as we're going to get here. Now, rub your thumb across there so that you can get out all of the bubbles. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull back as we run our hand right across the front here to keep any bubbles out. We're just going to come along and just use the heel of our hand and just keep pulling that paper back. You guys can see how I'm doing that. This is going to eliminate bubbles for the most part. I'm using the hand that I broke a little while back. Now this PEI sheet's a little bit bigger than your mat, so you can go ahead and trim it off afterwards. And I think we're gonna do that. Just trim it down a little bit. We've got an X-Acto here, and there we go. So now our mat is down. I'm satisfied with the look. It's sticking to our table. We can go ahead and get rid of this, put that in the garbage. Now I'm going to grab my X-Acto knife, which I had here just a few minutes ago, and I'm just going to go around and I'm just going to trim this. Just to give it a nice, clean, even look. Because I'm a little OCD that way. And if you're like me, you'll want to do this. You will do this step if you're like me. Like I said, I'm a little OCD, so I'll just come around here, clip off that. And get right into that steel without going across the steel. There we go. Well, we got most of it off. Put that in our garbage. This is some pretty sticky stuff too. So when you're putting on a spring steel plate like this, this is designed much like the mats that you're going to find on your Ender 3 already, but these are a little different in the respect that they're steel. So they don't have quite as much flex as you would find in the magnetic mats that you get with the Ender, but they have enough flex in them so that you can go ahead and get your print off there. So we're going to take this now, we're going to put it down on our print surface, lining it up as best we can. Now this one is designed to go on the Ender 3. In talking with Tim about it, this was designed specifically, so it's 235 by 235. So we got 235 by 235, we just put it on there. The magnet's holding it pretty well. So we should probably go ahead, get our machine set up, and see how well this actually works. So we'll be right back as soon as we do a level of the bed and get some material flowing. We'll start a print, we'll see how well it works. Coming right back. Well, our print is finished here over on the Ender 3 using the Easy Flex Plate from TH3D Studios. I want to just pull this off and we'll just see how easily this comes off. So we've got the flex plate and we're just going to flex it. Oh, look at that. Look how easy that comes off, and it removes just beautifully. Let's go to a close-up here. Make sure we're on the right camera. There we go. So here's a close-up of that dog that just popped right off of that print, off that base. Geez, that came out really nice. I'm really impressed by that. Now that's using the black, I know it's kind of hard to see, but that's using the black semi-matte PLA from Color Fab. Man, I really like this PLA. This is gorgeous stuff. But we're not talking about PLA today. We are talking about this flex plate. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, and you can see it on the plate itself, you can see where we've got these little air bubbles that have formed. Now, that is common when you are using adhesives on a hot surface. So you will experience this. It's no problem. Don't worry about it. As long as you put this down as flat as you can using the heel of your hand, like I did, you should have, or use a credit card, you can do that as well. You should have a real good experience with it. Now, the other thing I want to stress to you is this guy right here. This is a plastic film that was on top of the PEI. I did not realize that when I went to level my bed. I found this to be on here as I scraped my finger across the edge, and a corner of it came up, and I thought, oh, the PEI is coming up, but it's only a protective cover to protect the top of the PEI. You just peel that off, throw it away, and you're all done. Don't try and print on that. So here, you know, the Easy Flex Plate, it's spring steel, it's made very well. Has a nice logo on it. It's two-sided, so you can use the other side as well. Would I recommend you putting a piece of PEI on the other side? No, not until you're ready to. I think you only really need to use the one side. Other than that, I think that this is a good product. Would I buy it? Certainly I would. This is a product that retails for right around $35 US, if I'm not mistaken. I will put a link to this down in the description below. This is the Easy Flex Plate from TH3D Studios, and I'm going to give it a 5 first layers. How's that? It is a good product. I will give it 5 first layers. Just remember when you are putting on the PEI sheet, because it is removable and you can change it out when the PEI gets bad, that you want to make sure that this surface is completely clean before you apply a new PEI sheet to it. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to put it back on the machine. I'm going to print some more with this Color Fab, and we're going to have ourselves a good time. So now, really quickly, I'm going to see you again on Saturday night, and we will see you at 7 p.m. Saturday night for our live stream. I want to thank Spool 3D for the use of the studio space here that they allow us to use inside their retail location, so we have access to some of the things that we need. So they've got everything that you need, including printers, filaments, and parts and accessories for your next upgrade or build. So check them out today at spool3d.ca. Print it right, print it with Spool 3D. My time is done. I'm going to get out of here. Down below, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also ding that little bell so you get notified. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you like this review of the Easy Flex Plate. Leave a comment down below as well. We really enjoy reading your comments when we get the time to. With that note, I'm going to get out of here and go and print some more on this Easy Flex Plate. So, till next time, my friends, remember that the first layer is always your foundation to a great print.